Not so blurry.
We all good?
We were good.
What's up, people? It is time for the quote of the day. And for today's quote, we have Chris. Show yourself. Say hey. Just turn it around.
Hello? I don't know if I can see my...
Yeah, you can see
me?
right there.
All right.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Chris Klevan is the one who came up with the quote of the day, and I'm going to tell it to you guys right now. So we were just discussing with Chris. We did a little interview, a Q&A about his most recent bodybuilding competition that will be on YouTube. Show camera. Be on YouTube. So if you don't already follow me on YouTube, type in Graham Lichtner on YouTube and pop there. I'll go. Definitely want to check it out. It's really cool, especially if you guys want any awesome fitness tips that can help you in a cutting cycle or even a bulking cycle. You'll find something in that video that you think you can use. And something really profound Chris said in the video when we were talking about, what got him through mentally to finish the show, because, obviously the last few weeks, you're feeling, really, really gassed. You have barely any energy at all. You're still expected to do all this cardio and all these training sessions, and you're anxious, excited for the show, and there's only one thing that gets you through all that. That's your why. And so Chris and I were talking, and he said something awesome, and he said, it's not what you're doing, it's why you're doing it. And it's all about your why. That is the most important thing. And I'm actually going to flip it over, and I'm going to have Chris tell you about his why and why it was so important during that show prep.
So why was my why so important to me, that show prep? Because honestly, I came through so much adversity through that show prep. You know that. Mm-hmm. With my father being sick, being in the hospital, he had to get his foot amputated. My parents kind of depended on me to be a little bit stronger, but even going through the prep, so I had to kind of get through that, and it was rough for me. So there was a lot of times where waking up in the morning to do cardio felt even wrong. It didn't feel right for some reason, because I felt like I felt guilty. I felt like I should be with my dad in the hospital or something when I shouldn't be doing cardio. And it was tough on me, but I had to keep reminding myself, why am I doing this? What would he want me to be doing right now? Would he want me to be doing cardio? Would he want me to be going towards my goals? And I know he would. And obviously he's still alive, so I didn't mean to make it sound like he was dead or anything. He's still alive. He's doing well, but thank God. But it's just... it was really tough, so I had to keep reminding myself why I was doing it. What my why was is that I want to be Mr. Olympia. I want to get on that stage. I want to inspire. I want to create a legacy for myself. My goal of becoming Mr. Olympia is more selfish than it is for anyone else. I understand that, but I want to be able to use my influence for good. And there's so much tainted crap in the industry nowadays that it's just... it sickens me to see that, and I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be part of the positive energy that flows through it and create a great environment for everyone through fitness. That's really what it is. But did I get a little off of anything?
And that why is what carried you through. I'd say that's pretty strong. That was way better than the why you described in the YouTube video, I'll be honest. That was pretty heavy. And flip it back on me now real quick.
All right.
Dude,
I lost it. I'm gonna grab the leg.
Right there.
I'm gonna grab the leg.
Right there.
All right, we're good.
And building on that, Chris was just discussing how during his show, his dad was sick or was hurt, and at the beginning of my first show prep, my dad passed away. So, having a really similar why, in the sense that all those nights when my dad was still alive but was super, super sick, obviously stuff you'll never forget, it's just stuff you won't forget. But all those nights when I could have come home and probably spent an extra hour with him, instead I went back to the gym for seconds. And the whole time, the thing that was in my mind that was really going through was, I knew my dad, and he was a competitor, and he would have wanted me to compete. Me and him were already on those terms where it was cool. So whatever I did, as long as it was in my best interest, I knew he was going to be cool with, and so that really carried through on my prep as well. And I would attribute most of my success thus far in my life to that attitude of when the going gets tough, that's when I get going. That's when I start turning up. So, I think that this was the most powerful quote of the day we've ever done by far. You're hearing two real true life stories, and I really hope that this hits home for some of you who are out there grinding right now, and you're in that part of that piece of that piece of your prep, and whatever it could be. It could be a work prep. It could be a prep for if you're going to the military. It could be a prep for school. It could be finals week. No matter what it is, it doesn't matter. Just remember, what is the one thing? If you don't have it, you have to find it. What is the one thing that's going to get you through all of that? You have to. And it has to be bigger than everything. It has to be honestly almost otherworldly. It really almost does. It has to be something that you can't feel, see, or touch. It's abstract. It's something so strong that you can only grasp it, and no one else really can get it except for you. That's your why. And if you can do that, then it's not really what you're doing. Again, it's why you're doing it.
That's so strong.
It's fucking why.
It's a powerful message. It really is.
It really is. So all of you, find your why and rise.